The Nun 2 is a generic, slow horror movie. There is nothing new, creative, interesting, or inventive in this movie. If you somehow like the first movie, I think you will like this movie because I would say it's better than the first. However, it is another lackluster Conjuring universe spin-off movie, and while The Conjuring has made some great horror movies, a bulk of the movies have not been well received, and I do not care for them. Now, for clarification, I really like the first two Conjuring movies. I really love them. Annabelle Creation and Annabelle Comes Home as well. Though I think Annabelle Comes Home is more of an okay movie. But I enjoy those films. However, when 5 of your movies just sucks, that's not good. That's not a good ratio. Over half of your universe sucks. But hey, if it makes money, keep it coming, I guess.
What'd you do? She's standing there.
The Nun 2 takes place a couple of years after the events of the first movie, as we catch up with Sister Irene from the first movie, as she is tasked to investigate a series of Catholic-related deaths, who the Vatican believes is the work of the same thing she has faced before, the nun. She reluctantly accepts, and one of her new nun friends accompanies her as they both work together to try and stop the nun from killing more people. Meanwhile, Maurice, one of the characters from the first movie, is working at an all-girls school in the area that Irene is sent to investigate. I'm sure that this has nothing to do with her investigation. Nope, no connection at all whatsoever.
Please disperse! Nothing to see here!
So, after a few deaths, not scary jump scares, and the best scene in the movie being spoiled in the trailer, Irene gets a vision of what the nun wants. She has been using Maurice to find it, keeping him alive so that he is able to get it for her, because in the previous movie, she possessed him. But once his use has ran out, she will kill him. Later on, after finding out in a book, it is revealed that the nun wants the eyes of Saint Lucy, and that the demon was once an angel, so they theorize. So, stuff happens, and then the nun is able to get the thing that she wants, but it turns out, well, that in a flashback or a vision, I think it's a flashback if I remember correctly, Sister Irene has been having, she eventually realizes that she is a descendant of Saint Lucy, because I believe her mum, while hugging her, says that she has her eyes, but I could be wrong, and that could be some sort of vision of Saint Lucy hugging her as a child, though I could be wrong with that. Anyway, so through the power of prayer and Christ, they are able to vanquish the demon.
I have exorcised the demons.
Yay. Maurice is alive and can now live a happy life with his new family that he has made while working at this all-girls boarding school. The end.
Valak is a demon who was once an angel.
Ugh, Christ. This movie just sucked. It fucking sucked. It was so boring. And I think I just nodded off halfway through the movie. It just sucked. I saw people on their phones throughout it because they couldn't give a rat's ass about what was going on. Now, the cast did a good job, and with what they were given, and I really feel like the actress playing Sister Irene is really acting her heart out. And Sister Irene is a really good heroine. I think that she is a lot better than most female characters nowadays. And she doesn't need a love interest. But the movie falls into the same camp as most other Conjuring movies. Not scaring and a boring premise. I really wanted to like this movie, but I just couldn't. The first movie was ass. This movie is less painful, but still bad. It's like, what would you rather experience? A kick in the nuts or a slap in the face? They are both painful, but one is still better than the other. This story is generic. Scares are non-existent, and the other scene that is good is already in the fucking trailer, so why bother see this movie? I'm gonna give this movie 7 beers out of 10. It sucks. It blows. And for those thinking the score is too high, don't worry. This is like a 3 out of 10, because my rating system is inverse. Besides that one scene with the articles, I couldn't name anything else good. The cast did fine with what they were given, but when you have a script that is shit, the movie is gonna be shit. If it weren't for the performances, I would give this movie a 9 out of 10 beers. It just sucks. And unlike other movies this year, where there is something interesting to talk about or something infuriating, this movie is just generic. Say what you will of Dial of Crap, The Flash, and The Meg 2, but at least those movies, there was something to talk about. But this movie, I couldn't come up with any reasons as to why you should like it, dislike it, or avoid it. It's just generic. It's bad. But hey, people watched the first movie, so I guess this movie will make just as much money, and people will like it. It's just, when you have such a rich franchise, I would put the best directors on it. But the director has made 2 other movies in this universe that weren't well received. I'm not attacking the director. By the way, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but his movies aren't great. I hope his next movie is better. I want directors, actors, scriptwriters to grow and show off their talent, but I think he needs to step away from the Conjuring universe, as he has made 3 back-to-back Conjuring universe movies already. So yeah, I say don't watch this movie. But if you do, bring alcohol. It always helps. Well, I mean, depending on the movie. Thank you all for watching. This movie was tough to get through. I've never been so bored in my life. So please, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like and comment. If you saw this movie, I am sorry. Please tell me what you thought of this crap. And hey, if you like the first movie, tell me why you dislike this movie. Or like it. I'm interested in why you think this movie is good or the first movie is good. But for me, I didn't like it. But I just wanted to thank the people who watched it and disagreed with me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this review, as well as the people who agreed with me. You know, this is just a conversation, and I'm just expressing how I feel, as are you. It's a mutual thing. So, as always, everyone, take care and have a good one.